Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share. This video we're going to talk about surviving R. Kelly 2 and why you should not support it. In fact, just as I said last time, Lifetime should be canceled. But let's go into this trailer and break down why I said it from the beginning. It's just more bullshit. And to come out before his trial is more bullshit. How can we expect this man to get a fair trial when they're doing all they can to keep gearing out this propaganda? Just watch.
Robert said, "Don't believe everything you hear."
R. Kelly has been charged with multiple counts of sexual assault.
I have video of you. Come meet me.
I finally got around to watching that documentary. It was a rehash of things they've known for years, and everybody rejected it.
Black women had been talking about this story since 1991. Surviving R. Kelly accomplished making America listen to these stories.
Surviving R. Kelly was the #1 trending topic on Twitter during its debut.
People were talking about it everywhere. This is not something that he's going to be able to sing his way out of.
Investigators credit the doc-series Surviving R. Kelly with helping them build their case.
You R. Kelly! RCA is dropping it from the label. When you start messing with somebody's money, crazy jumps out.
Don't tell me with this!
Robert.
I am my career!
When you trace what R. Kelly has been accused of doing for years, you not only see a series of abuses, you also see a series of cover-ups. He has used his celebrity status to victimize countless young women.
R. Kelly's former manager was arrested for allegedly threatening to kill him.
His manager threatened to kill my whole entire family.
Let's just pause right there. I'm going to go back over the rest, but let's just pause right there because that was the biggest thing I had a problem with. Trying to figure out why this James Mason guy was arrested for allegedly threatening the Savages. However, you have Tim Savage on record saying Don Russell is the person who threatened him. Why is it okay for these fake-ass accusers to be filing these fake and false police reports, all with an agenda to further their storylines? According to this, Timothy stated him and his wife are involved with the Lifetime documentary, Surviving R. Kelly. Their involvement with the documentary is why they are receiving threats from Don. Don texted Timothy at approximately 0500 from phone number, telling him it would be in his best interest that him and his family if the documentary doesn't air. Don later called Timothy while I was at the residence. Timothy placed the phone call on speakerphone so I could hear the conversation. Don says several times that Timothy is providing Lifetime false information, and if he continues supporting the documentary, that the R. Kelly, Don would be forced to provide information disproving Timothy. Don advised Timothy that the information would ruin him, his reputation, business, and family, because it would show him a liar. I obtained a written statement from Timothy. Yet nowhere in there do you see James Mason, the man who was arrested. And nowhere in there do you see "I'm going to kill you" being reported.
Somebody I called in a gun threat. My daughter calling me from school. Just hysterical.
A couple people get scared, a couple more people might get scared.
People started
DMing me and say, count your days.
And that's when I knew, like, something powerful is in this documentary and someone's trying to make sure it's not ever seen.
No, it's not something powerful in the documentary. It's lies filled in this documentary by people so bold enough to get on the public display and tell these lies with no repercussions.
R. Kelly is now in custody. 52-year-old murdered something to police on Friday night.
Your addiction will seek, kill, and destroy everything in your life.
All the women are lying. Everybody's trying to profit off of R. Kelly.
This is in no way what happened in the 2000s. These charges make those charges look like a church victim. There are multiple names, multiple jurisdictions, and the victim is cooperating with authorities. It's game, set, match.
Whoever's acting like they didn't know is lying.
America has not held abusers accountable.
This is us, America. This is us letting this happen.
I haven't seen my sister in over 3 years. Joycelyn Savage.
I was a part of the suicide bomb. If he was to go to jail, I was supposed to kill myself.
Now this the fucking icing on the cake here. Now, call me crazy. Geronda Pace, you didn't start no relationship allegedly till 2009 after his trial. You ended it in 2010. When was he at risk at going to jail to where you had to take part in this fake ass suicide plot? The lies I cannot take.
And that's how you get emotional. What were you wearing that R. Kelly was attracted to? Why did you present yourself as older than you were?
People look at some of these allegations and they blame the parents, or they blame girls. Where they should be blaming people is where the blame belongs. And that's on R. Kelly and his enablers. Period.
30 along with 32.
I ain't gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I didn't get to LA not to find my daughter. I am my daughter's keeper. You see him, Dominic, get out. I'm gonna keep doing whatever I can to get my daughter home. I know the names of 48 women whose lives Kelly has ruined. 48 women can't be lying. Dominique, are you ready?
Tape allegedly have individuals on the tape that are underage. Therefore, if anybody looks at those tapes, has them in their possession, they are guilty of a crime. You cannot possess or share or give to anybody else a CD, a DVD, whatever it is, with underage children. And we know for a fact that these tapes supposedly from Mr. Avenatti have also gone to CNN. Different people from CNN have actually talked about these tapes, and so we know that they've seen them. All of those different levels at this point are simply being looked over, and so that they can focus here on on Robert Kelly's case. And frankly, what we're saying is those are felonies, and how are they aiming? And you heard in the court today, judge telling us, that we are not to disseminate them, which officers of the court, we know that, we wouldn't. But what about what's gone on that got us to this point?
We are following breaking news about R&B singer R. Kelly. Attorney Michael Avenatti says he has a videotape allegedly showing Kelly engaging in graphic sex with an underage girl. Now, Avenatti claims this is a different VHS tape than the one used in another criminal case against the star in 2002. And this newly surfaced tape has been handed over to prosecutors in Kelly's hometown of Chicago. This is in addition to an investigation already underway following an explosive Lifetime documentary that featured multiple interviews with women who say they were sexually abused by Kelly, some when they were in their teens. CNN has viewed this tape in question, and CNN's Sarah Seidner is following this for us in Los Angeles. Also here with us is CNN legal.
I just wanted you all to hear them saying CNN has seen this video. This alleged child porn, which is illegal. Okay? Why isn't Surviving R. Kelly highlighting that? Oh, I'll tell you. They won't highlight all the illegal activities they participated in to get some of this footage and to self-incriminate some of these so-called accusers who no longer want to be part of this docuseries. You got Drea Kelly talking about she's gonna sue. Lisa Van Allen don't want to be part because of less credible witnesses. All of these so-called accusers are not credible. This one, same person who stalked his first trial, presented a fake ID to court officials, now wants to come back as an underage victim. She wants to call out the people also participating in this bullshit docuseries. Jim Derogatis for lying on her in his book. She wants to call out Drea for scamming. She wants to call out Dominique's mother for scamming. And y'all want to keep entertaining this bullshit. The same person, like we could just go on and on with this one. Same person who goes on record saying she had a settlement and then goes back and asks for more 2 years after the fact. And upon 2015, when she's missing payments, now she wants to start talking and breaking her non-disclosure again with Jim Derogatis and the Savages. Biggest question is, where is her mother? The person who allegedly set up an estate for this girl with said settlement money. Maybe that's who she's really angry with and now trying to figure out more ways to get more money out of R. Kelly. Because as we see, these so-called accusers get so mad when they can only book interviews that talk bad about R. Kelly. But at the end of the day, if they're not talking about R. Kelly, they're irrelevant.
To me, I let them know that in no way, shape, form, or fashion will I be a part of it. They reached out to my children without my permission. They reached out to my family members without my permission. And then when I brought it to them that I don't want you contacting my children, I don't want you contacting my family, they did it anyway. But what's more important about this is that I'm not happy with the aftercare and how the victims and survivors were handled throughout this entire process, even down to the bomb threat that was in New York. They put us on a bus, transported us back to the hotel, of which we're under our names, no aliases, no security. Then we go off to the airport the next day, no security.
What's your beef?
Child. Lady.
You're not going to be part of it.
Oh no.
Why not?
I'm a little disappointed in Lifetime. The direction they went with the show wasn't what I thought it should be going, and what should be healing and raising awareness and speaking positively about what we're doing now. They're not doing that. They're being really messy. They're adding new people in there that aren't credible. And, it's kind of going to be like a reality show. And I don't want to be a part of that.
So as I sit here and I still see people with this goofy ass shit trying to act like this Lifetime series is going to somehow magically paint R. Kelly in a better light, give them an opportunity to tell their truth somehow. I just got to get them the side eye, because like I said way back then, they ain't finna give no truth of nothing. They are on a mission. And people sitting here co-signing the shit, you might need to give a second look to. Period. Cancel Lifetime. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the address. For those of you who are in Chicago, it's time to mobilize. If you are able, let's put a protest together. Same thing Mute R. Kelly did. With all R. Kelly's fans, why can't it be more in the public eye? Why can't people start mobilizing and showing that we're not going for this bullshit anymore? So you can also look this up yourself. A&E Television Network. They have a studio in Chicago and in New York. In Chicago, it's 235 East 45th Street. Feel free to look that up. In closing, like I've said, this is not just about R. Kelly. This is just the first stage. Actually, it's the second. We watched how it went down with Bill. Now look, they feel if they pump so much bullshit out into the public, it will taint the public's perception. So that's why we, supporters of R. Kelly, have to stick to changing this narrative and shedding light to the truth. Because at the end of the day, as Jim Derogatis comes out with his new article saying, these parents handed over their kids, allegedly, to R. Kelly. So why are we just going to turn a blind eye and act like nothing? Even though the main ringleader, Tim Savage, tells you his daughter was 19. But then he tried to go back and say 17. So it could be understandably why he has a little rough time keeping up with how old his daughter is when he keep fucking lying. And as far as this LaToya chick, if y'all didn't peep game, when Cash was trying to tell y'all, Tim Savage was trying to get her to claim her book. But if Tim Savage was a little bit smart, he would have just went and got a copyright and found out who the author was instead of trying to get some poor girl to claim the book and build a story based off of it. I'm going to end this video with her last post because I saw she deleted some, so we might as well put this on record. Her exposing the Savages and Lizette. And I'm going to do a detailed video on her as well as the Detroit victim. You remember the article that came out where police are seeking an alleged victim of R. Kelly from Detroit? This is who I believe they were referring to. And I also find it odd, yet again, we got this Bubba being thrown into the mix. And then when I go on her page and I see him liking pics and shit, I'm just looking at him all the way side-eye. You got Geronda saying she had an affair with him. You got this lady saying she slept with him. What's really going on with Bubba?
But y'all bitches don't got fucking nothing else to do but to run my name. The name that y'all don't even fucking have correct, but y'all want to sit there and say that y'all got receipts with my nigga. Y'all don't even know my fucking name. Like, for real? But this is the thing. Y'all cannot be mature adults and come to me, even though I ain't doing shit. Minding my business. Don't even talk about the shit. But y'all want to run my name because y'all bored. Y'all want to run my name because y'all need attention. Grow the fuck up. Fight for the justice that y'all want. Stop bothering me. Stop. Y'all got him, right? He in jail, ain't it? Fuck off, bitches. Like, I'm really trying to fucking understand, like, how the fuck do I sit there? I made my page public so can't nobody say I'm talking shit because it does not pay me. I ain't got shit from this, didn't want shit from this, but motherfuckers are sit there because you don't do what they want you to fucking do. You don't say what they want to say. You don't be their little fucking puppet and their little guinea pig and shit, so they want to fucking run their motherfucking mouth and shit, talking about, oh, you a lie, you a fake. No, I wasn't a fucking lying and fake when y'all wanted me to do what y'all wanted me to do. Should we fucking talk about it? Let's talk about the fucking lies that y'all were willing to have me to feed to these motherfuckers, but y'all want to sit there and act like y'all so much victims and shit? Do we fucking want to do it? Y'all better chill the fuck out. Because y'all don't fucking know me. And that's on my God. I don't do fucking drama. But what I will do, I will dead situations real fucking quick. Like, I'm really like, yo, I have not said not one fucking thing. I don't even gotta do shit. But yet, like, I'm trying to fucking understand, like, yo, what exactly is y'all's motive? What is the game that you guys are playing? Why isn't anybody giving me the rule book and telling me what I should do, how I should act, what I can say, since that's what y'all like to do? Why y'all not getting me no game? Like, if y'all gonna use my name for some little attention, let a bitch know. Give me a fucking heads up. Don't just go wake up one morning and say, I wanna fuck with LaToya. Don't y'all have jobs, money to make, houses to find, or some shit like that? Like, what's going on? What is it? I'm confused. Why are y'all bothering me? Like, Lizette, I'm talking to you, and I hope this gets to you. Now, what is your purpose? We don't talk no more. You allow that shit that was going on, and you know what I'm talking about, to get in between our friendship. But it's cool, mama. I respect you on that shit. I don't beg for friends. I welcomed you into my home and made sure that you would have been good. But you want to sit there and lie, mama. You did not pay me back. Let's rebit on that. Okay? Okay? You put money, partial, in my hands and said that you would get the rest for me. Now, shortly after that, we went to a dispensary where you wanted some weed. You did not. Now, we went to the dispensary. You didn't have the money. As a matter of fact, remember this place? That's where we went. Okay? That's where we went. The same money you put in my hands, saying that you paid me back, was the same money that bought your weed for you and your son when we went to that dispensary, sweetheart. Stop fucking flexing. It's okay. If you don't have the money to fucking pay me back, boo, I ain't suffering. I'm not struggling. I get mine. Okay? It's cool. I ain't mad at you. Keep my name out your mouth. Because you're the same person that was in the hospital when I came there when ain't none of the motherfuckers gave a fuck about you. But you want to sit there and say, I stopped you? Who the fuck are you? Seriously. I'll wait.
And misunderstood very greatly. I was open and honest admitting a lie that I participated in, not in general as a whole as the whole situation. So I will speak on that later. I will also speak about how the fuck am I responsible for the savages going all out to the world talking all this shit about their daughter and shit, but to y'all motherfuckers, I see why y'all daughter don't want to fuck with y'all. I understand why the fuck she don't want to come home, because y'all ain't shit. Yeah, I said it. Y'all not shit to sit there and say, I'm the reason why y'all think y'all daughter was in the car. I'm the reason why y'all feel y'all daughter was feeling some type of fucking way when I just got in the picture in 2019, but y'all been doing this shit for years. Stop fucking lying. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop trying to make an innocent motherfucking bystander individual take responsibility for all y'all dumb fucking mistakes and shit, because shit's starting to get real. Okay. Irritated. Hurt. Those are all understatements to how I feel right now, and I'm gonna be real. Like, this ain't no fake shit, this ain't no acting, this ain't no lights, camera shit, nothing. To think that a group of people, it's already obvious y'all don't give a fuck about nobody, not even your own, because y'all doing shit just to be relevant. I see it, and those people that actually have eyes to see and ears to hear, they see what the fuck is taking place. But I'll be damned if the world looks at me that don't even know me, my heart, my character, sit there and believe y'all fools to think that I came to y'all and said that y'all daughter was in a cult, she was being abused, and the reason why y'all carried it out to the world was because of me? Because I wanted to be famous? Fuck.
More money, more problems. Biggie told. Now, I never told these people that their daughter was in a cult. I never told them that they should fear for life. When they presented things that were happening to their daughter to me, I said, I don't remember that being Robert's character. Was he the perfect man? No, he was not. But to sit there and say that you had to stomp on the floor 3 times, go pee, and all this bullshit, I told them that to me was a bunch of bullshit. But they convinced, and they had all the shit that they showed me on FaceTime. And I was sitting there really convinced and believing, like, wow, maybe this shit might be like, wow, I haven't been following it, so it's not like I was sitting there up to date like most people are. So when people come to you and it's like they're showing their heart as parents, and as a parent, it hit me to where it's like, damn, what can I do to help you get your daughter? That was the conversation. Now, so Lizette and I did have an opportunity to speak, where she did give me her reasons on why the Savages were not to be trusted. Am I the type of person that judge people based off other people? I am not. But Lizette has this personality where she comes off as being innocent and sometimes even naive and gullible at points. It's just, she's very, I don't know, it's kind of like childlike behavior, and I'm a very motherly, nurturing person, so automatically I clung and I wanted to care for her, and I believed in her and trusted her, so I wanted to just be like supportive of her. It wasn't the fact that I was trying to cling on her, stalk her, none of that shit. No, I was introduced to you. I cared for you based on things that you confided in me with and shared with me, so of course, because I'm genuine in heart, I expressed that. But her mental capacity wasn't where mine was. She really did the shit that she did being vindictive. So Lizette and I, purity, I allowed, can't even say girl name, chick, I allowed her close to me. I'm a kind of an introvert person. Like, I'm a sociable antisocial. Like, I keep to myself. I don't let people close to me, whatever. So when it came down to her, it was more so of a common thing I felt that we shared. Like, how she and I spoke, what y'all in the world see of how she feel about Robert was not what I received. It's not the same. When she spoke to me, when we would text, when we would talk, when she would cry and I would listen, it wasn't the fact that he was a monster and she felt like her life was ruined by him and all of this shit that she was terrified, petrified. No. Her reason for getting involved with this was because she felt that she had something to gain. Period. But she overwhelmed herself because reality, Lizette ain't a freaking bad person. She's just trying to be a badass. Curious. The dynamics of Lizette in my relationship is I felt like I was encouraging her. At least that's what my heart felt. She would be overwhelmed and, stressed out. I had not yet been thrown into the lion's den to, understand where the mental was at. So I would be like, yo, just breathe. You got this. Be strong. Like, we will call each other sisters, say that we love each other, and just, it was everything. Like, she seemed like she believed in me and I believed in her, and she was like, yo, let's do a book together. And it had nothing to do with Rob or any of the situation, but I felt like, yeah, that's a distraction. Cool beans, let's do it. So we would go back and forth with ideas, and she's the one presented that I come see her. It wasn't me stalking her or doing nothing like out of character and crazy. The dynamics of stalking ain't nowhere in my DNA. But when it comes down to, like, when she got sick, I honestly thought the girl lived in Atlanta. So I would be like, yo, Atlanta's not far from it. If you're in the hospital by yourself, as a friend, I ain't gonna have my friend laying up in the hospital by her fucking self. And she's like, no, I'll be getting sued. We're gonna meet up in LA. Okay, that's fine. So, go ahead and push pause on that other shit and let me go ahead and get the queries out the way. I have nothing negative to say about that. I have nothing negative to say about the missus because I personally never spoke with her. We've never exchanged words. I've never reached out, nothing, none of that. As far as Mr. Clary is concerned, we've only exchanged words once and it was nothing negative. He was the most respectful king, and I'm going to call it as such, that I had the opportunity in this whole situation to interact with. Out of families and some people that I may or may not have spoken to, I would say he was very respectful. He was very humble, and I appreciate that. I don't know if he's talking shit about me. I don't know if she's talking shit about me. I haven't heard anything, so as it stands, respect. Go ahead.
But his little pit bull is talking shit about you. Okay. So as I said, I'll be coming back with another video on the Detroit accuser who exposed Tim Savage and this fake ass Team Truth. Shout out to everybody that supports the page. If you haven't, again, like the video, share it. Appreciate all the cash apps at Prima Donna ENT. You all have a great night.
So tell. I mean, without we all know what's going on. We all know what's going on. No, we know what's going on. Right? This is a real because we have to have a real conversation. Yeah, that's what and so this is a real conversation, and you are a part of this. I guess. How did you guys meet each other?
We met at a concert actually in South Carolina.
Okay.
At damn Kelly, them goddamn concerts.
That's most artists, though, bro.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. You know, it was not even. You know, I went with my mom on some just random. You know, but she didn't have any connections to anything.
Right.
We just had all access passes, and
that was it.
Yeah, that's where I met him. Yeah.
So how long did you guys date?
For like 3.5 years.
Wow. Speak up, but push the mic a little
bit. For like 3.5 years.
Okay. And so, with what's going on right now with him, were you aware of like all the other things that were going on as far as dating him?
I feel like there's a lot of untrue things that I can't be aware of because it's something that a lot of things that I hear or, stuff like that. I've never.
You didn't experience those
things. So I
can't,
I can't comment on that. So
how was your relationship with R. Kelly?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was different because, he's of who he is and, but, a lot of, there's ups and downs of just any other relationship. Yeah. So but, him being who he is, it puts him in more eyes and more opinions and more, crazy stuff that comes with it. So,
absolutely.
But like I said, it's, there is ups and downs just like any other relationship.
Okay. And was the age difference something weird for you? Because I don't even know how old R. Kelly is.
Not even really, because a lot of people think it's weird. Okay, cool, but it's like people are different, and I don't think age is anything like I said.
Nothing but a number.
Right, age is nothing but a number. For real. Because some people are younger at heart. Like I have an old soul. Like I love like old school music. Like my mom, I grew up on a lot of that stuff, so. I feel like I can connect. I connect with older people. I feel like more than people my age. Like I hang out with older people. I date older. I just connect more. It's just naturally, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Wow.
It's not that I choose it. It's just.
What chooses you?
Right.
Absolutely. So then, when did you guys stop that? You said 3 years. So what ended you guys' relationship? Because was he here in Atlanta? I guess you guys were.
Living here. They met in Carolina.
Well, but I mean, I know he lived in Atlanta.
Okay. Back and forth.
Okay. Yeah. And then what brought it to an end? Was it just like natural?
Just naturally, I wanted to grow and, focus on myself.
Of course.
Accomplish my dreams and things that I had set for myself and, living that lifestyle and being with somebody like that. It's like you kind of lose yourself and forget the things that you want to accomplish. So I wanted to really focus on myself and just get it together.
So were you allowed to be independent? Because from what we hear, the women that date R. Kelly, they don't have a lot of independence.
Yeah.
So you
I wouldn't say fully, but
what do you mean by not fully?
Well, something that I don't care to go in depth of the whole, the relationship, but I got to do a lot of what I wanted to do and live, a cool life. But like I said. It was a different relationship. It's not like your average, especially, you know, him being who he is, and it's just a lot that comes with it. And a lot of, you got to move certain ways, and, you know.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand dating a celebrity.
And you can get lost, like I said, in yourself, and then, you know, forget the things that you have set, the goals you have set, like, all of that.
So but it looks like you've grown from that relationship.
I'm definitely grown. Like I said, I don't have any regrets on anything I've ever done in life.
Mm-hmm.
I am grateful for the lessons I've learned. You know, if anything, I feel like I've learned so much, and you know, from that relationship or anything that I've, you know, experienced. So I've definitely grown.
I mean, you got a lot of time. I mean, you started a business at 23. And obviously, I mean, I can imagine, you know, that'll be successful. You have a long time to even learn that business and do that.
Right.
But we're glad though that, you know, at least it's something that you can say, all right, I've loved, I've learned, and I moved on.
Right.
So what other things do you want to accomplish? Just